Y'all heard Eddie Hearn earlier saying that Devin Haney will be looking to make a fight with Liam Paro on December 7th, avoiding his mandatory Sandor Martin. As y'all pretty much expected, the place where nobody knows a thing about boxing, I'm talking about Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, the Devin Haney fanboys were in full effect.
And I definitely believe in Jesus.
Stop the cap.
Did y'all ever notice that every single Devin Haney fanboy on Twitter only wants a retweet from Devin? Every single Devin Haney fanboy begs Devin Haney for a retweet every single day. So what do you do when you want a retweet? You D-ride Devin Haney. Like this dude right here. Talking about after getting cheated, Devin Haney's next fight is against the toughest champion at 140. He's not cherry picking the Franks and Ardens of the world, or guys with 7 losses like Theo.
Wallahi, I promise you.
This Devin Haney fanboy talking about Devin isn't Tanker Theo. He don't take tuna fights every 8 months. Y'all favorites do. Let's go, Devin.
Wallahi, I promise.
Shut the fuck up!
This Devin Haney fanboy talking about Haney doesn't know what a tune-up is. LOL, like a female. Gotta respect it. This Devin Haney fanboy talking about Shakur fighting Joel Cordina coming off a loss. Gervonta Davis fought Frank Martin, who never fought for a title. Devin set to be fighting the IBF champion who just beat the so-called boogeyman at 140. There is levels to this.
You don't know shit about boxing.
Why ain't none of these dudes talking about how Devin Haney refuses to get back in that ring with Ryan Garcia? All these guys want is a retweet from Devin Haney. I bet y'all they looking at their phone right now thinking, damn, Devin, please retweet my tweet. I know Shakur Stevenson got fanboys. Even Gervonta Davis got fanboys. Canelo got fanboys. But there is not a worse fan base in the sport of boxing than a Devin Haney fan. I stand on what I say. I used to think that the Canelo fan base was the worst in boxing. Devin Haney's fan base gotta be the worst, in my opinion.
Wallahi, I promise you.
You're not a pay-per-view star.
I bet you them Devin Haney fanboys will never talk about how Devin Haney got no power, how Devin Haney can't take a punch. I bet y'all these Devin Haney fanboys will never talk about the fact that he said he never wanna fight Ryan Garcia again.
Wallahi, I promise you.
And Shakur Stevenson, the man who never been outside a day in his life unless it was on the way to the boxing gym. The man who ain't cut like that, the softest individual in the game today. I stand on what I say. The man did an interview about 6 months ago, but I guess the interview just dropped today. Shakur Stevenson basically exposed everything that I've been saying about the man. The man do not know what it's like to be outside.
My friends want to go do this. I'm cool. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym.
That was Shakur Stevenson basically admitting that the man was never on the block. The man stayed in that boxing gym. Shakur Stevenson basically admitted that his homies wanted to be in the street, but he wanted to go to that boxing gym. Stop acting like you a street individual. You not cut like that. You admitted on camera that you never been outside unless it was to that boxing gym.
I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym.
I truly believe that Shakur Stevenson fears Gervonta Tank Davis. I truly believe due to the fact that Shakur Stevenson never been outside, lets me and you both know that he will never step into that ring with a fighter like Gervonta Tank Davis. Do y'all remember this from Mike Coppinger on Twitter? When Shakur Stevenson was waiting on Gervonta Davis versus Vasily Lomachenko to either happen or not happen. The tweet says, Gervonta Davis versus Vasily Lomachenko talks are completely off as Lomachenko decided to take some time away from boxing. Potential options for Tank Davis next could be Shakur Stevenson, William Zapata, or Isaac Cruz.
I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym.
This was when Shakur Stevenson did not have a promotional company. Shakur Stevenson could have made the Gervonta Tank Davis fight immediately. Y'all know Gervonta Davis is returning to boxing on November 2nd. We could have been seeing Shakur Stevenson take on Gervonta Davis. It's only one problem. Due to the fact that Shakur Stevenson admitted that he never been outside, lets me and you both know that he ain't never gonna fight Tank Davis.
Why you disrespecting mine?
And Eddie Hearn, Shakur Stevenson promoter, basically admitted that Shakur Stevenson told him, I don't want to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. Check this out.
We're instructed to have certain conversations around fights for him. One of those is not Gervonta Davis. And I think that's a smart move.
Y'all heard that, right? Eddie Hearn basically snitched on Shakur Stevenson. He basically said that Shakur Stevenson told him, yo, please don't try to match me up with Gervonta Tank Davis. Eddie Hearn basically let the world know that Shakur Stevenson gave him specific instructions to not even try to make a fight with the face of boxing.
I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym.
Like the man that Shakur Stevenson is named after, Tupac Shakur once said, you can only fake for so long, but eventually you're gonna expose yourself to be a phony. He talking about Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson told Eddie Hearn, yo, just don't match me up with Gervonta Tank Davis.
I don't think he could take a punch from Gervonta Davis.
This kind of reminds me of Bill and Devin Haney. Do y'all remember when Bill Haney and Devin Haney used to go around saying they say everything except let's fight? Bill Haney worked with Matchroom. Bill Haney worked with Top Rank. Bill Haney worked with Golden Boy and The Zone. But the only promotional company that Bill Haney never even talked about working with was PBC and now Heyman. I wonder why.
This nigga's scared.
Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney always talk about Gervonta Tank Davis. They make naked call-out videos pretending they want to fight Gervonta Tank Davis. But when Eddie Hearn asked Shakur Stevenson, do you want to fight Gervonta? Shakur Stevenson basically tucks his tail like we all knew he would. Shakur Stevenson ain't cut like that.
My friends want to go do this. I'm cool. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to the gym.